Hello, and welcome to SprutCAM tutorials brought to you by Tormach. In this tutorial, I'm going to go over a little bit of what it means to post your project. The first thing we'll do is open up a project. This is just a random project that I have. So we'll go to File and Open. And I think it's on my desktop, and it's called TV First Side. So this is just a little bracket I made for myself the other day. And it's just a simple file that gets posted. Now, as you can see, we'll go to the simulation, and I'll play it from the beginning, and you'll see pretty much what goes on. This mills around the perimeter, and then it mills off these ends, and it's going to drill a few holes. So we'll wait for it to do that. Once you have a project that you have finished, you've made all the toolpaths that you want, and it's looking like the way you want it to be, you're going to have to post it. And what that means is there's a post processor that takes the information from SprutCAM and translates it into G&M codes so that your machine understands it and can do what you want it to do. So what we'll do now is go back to Machine tab and go to the Post Processor button right here. Now, when it opens up, the default is going to be this string right here. And you can tell I don't have much in there for post processors. So what I'm going to do is change the default to where I keep my post processors. So I'm going to click on Tools and then Options, and I'm going to click on, it's going to be in Folders, and right here you can see Post Processor. It tells you where the default location they should look for it. I'm going to click the three dots there, and mine is kept in a file folder called Post Processors on my desktop. And click OK, and click OK again. Now when I hit the Post Processor, you'll see a few different ones. Most users are going to see my mock turn of some sort, and then a PCNC of some sort. PCNC is for milling operations. Now, the most recent post processors that we have are available on the Tormach website at www.tormach.com, and it's under Support Documents. This is the same type of post as this post, my mock turn. This one is Tormach Rev 16. Now, I did this because there's been a lot of trouble with some users, as right now, as soon as you open up the post processor, it is going to default to this post. Now, if I run this post, we'll have to change the output file. Well, let's just say I'm going to put this on my desktop. Okay. Now, if I run this, it's going to say Error Interpretations SPP file. Absolute moving on Z-axis more than allowable. Okay, that is because I'm trying to post a mill project with a lathe post. So what I'm going to do now is open up my post processors folder. Alright, here's my post processors folder. Now, the only post I actually want in here is this one that says Rev 15.3. Okay, the rest of these are not going to be any good for me right now. So we're going to delete those out of my post folder. Now when I open up the post processor button, you're going to see there's only two. And this is why I renamed Tormach instead of my mock turn. Because now they always post them in alphabetical order. So the first one, the default one now, is going to be PCNC Rev 15. So that's going to be for milling. So you can choose whichever one you want, but as long as you are doing a milling project, you need to use the milling post. If you're doing a lathe project, you need to do the lathe post. So now I have it as PCNC Rev 15. It's going to put an output on the desktop, and I'm going to click Run. Now it asks if I want to rewrite the one, because we just made one a second ago, and I want to say yes. Okay, now you can see it has posted and there's no errors. Here's all the G-code that you will need to run this particular project on your machine. So that's how you get the post out there, and that's how you select your default location to keep your posts. Another interesting thing is the Tools List button. When you click the Tools List button, it brings up the Tools List selection. And what this will allow you to do, right now you can see the part I have. This will generate a nice setup sheet for anyone who wants to just print off a setup sheet for their projects and have them when you're ready to mill. I like to select this icon. It's the 2-image icon, and as you click each image, you can manipulate each image. I'm going to put this image like that, and this image like that. So it shows me that this is the type of stock I'm working with. I'm going to turn off the transparency. This is the stock I'm going to start with, and this is the part that I'm going to end up with. Okay? Now there's some other things you can put on here. You're inspecting responses and different types of things that way, but once you click Create, what it's going to do is open up a web browser. So I'm going to click Create. Now it's opening up Internet Explorer, and it's created this really neat setup sheet. So it shows what your stock is, what you're going to end up with. It shows the operation name, the tool number for each one of those operations, the time that each one of those operations should take. It also tells you a little bit more detail about the tool table, and it tells you where the holes are, approximately, where the hole locations are. So that's a nice little setup sheet, and you can do that for every one of your projects, and then all you need to do is print them off, and you click the print button and you can print them off. So hopefully that's going to clear up some of the issues that people have been having with post processors. So this has been a SprutCAM tutorial brought to you by Tormach. I hope you enjoyed it.